to interrupt this song. It's so good. They want to welcome in. All right, now let's go. All right. Woo! Good morning. How are you? Oh, freaking love this song. If you can name where it's from, then congratulations. No worries. You have a boss call in 2 minutes? No worries. Jesus! Hey! Good morning. What are you doing? 40 minutes? That's good. Then you can hear the end of this song and the next song. Ooh, what are we doing today? I'm very distracted. I just so excited about this music. I usually I don't care too much about the music, you know, I just put on some lo-fi, but I listened to this Final Fantasy lo-fi remix guy on YouTube, and I emailed him, and he's like, yeah, sure, you can use my music in your stream. I'm like, oh shit. So go check out Killica Beats. All right, good. I got all the morning meeting lurkers. Get in here. Get in here. Have your meetings from in here. Put me on your meetings. Let me do your meetings for you. Please. I'll be here when you get back. It'll take me 40 minutes just to figure out what I was doing from last time anyway. Well, there it is. There's the script I was working on. The old item requester. I was hitting a bug at the end of the stream, and I kept thinking I fixed it, and then it kept not fixing. And off stream, in 1 second, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember what's wrong. And it's fixed. How anticlimactic. Oh, this is a good one too. God damn. You're at 8 written down talking points already, so I'm probably going to lose my voice. You plan your meetings? You plan what you're going to talk about beforehand? You don't just wing it? I don't think I've ever planned a meeting before. Give me the number one most important thing you got to talk about. Let's brainstorm great ways to think of a joke to lead into it. Annual planning meeting, so setting goals and priorities for the year. All right, so you're gonna bust in there and you say, let's not make the same mistakes we made last year. Like all those new hires that were terrible, and all those pizza parties that nobody wanted. Let's do better. Alright, so this bug was fixed because I kept trying to grab an item from the scriptable database, but items don't get added to the scriptable asset database. Silly me. We grab those from the transaction manager. Perfect. That's all fixed now. What's next on our list? That was a terrible, terrible joke. I couldn't think of anything on the spot like that. Sorry, Tuna. Reference the in skill. Yes. Weekends are busier, maybe. Feel more natural. Number one, in my opinion, is securing funding for a new database server, which is like a 50K ask, but runs the whole company. I'm very familiar with having to ask for very expensive things to, you know, keep productivity going. It's not easy. It's not easy to get those expensive items. I hope you get everything you need. Footprints don't clean up. Wait, oh, footprints didn't clean up. That's right. I hate these moments where I finish a massive new system or bug fix and I just don't know where to go from here. Like, all right, what's next? I should consult my larger list. So yeah, it was these footprints I couldn't clean up. Why couldn't I clean them up? All right, I can now. Okay, I can't clean up these. Let's see why. Let me. Gradable footprints. Their box collider is on. I wonder if it's because it's not the closest thing to me. Maybe there's something closer. Something weird. Full snap selector. Where's my selector? Oh, not you. Half snap selector. Here we go. Nearby interactables. I have two. The footprints and the door. Is it upset that the door is closer to me? If I go over here. Huh. It's upset that the door is closer to me. Although here I feel like the bed would be closer to me. Let me try it again. So if I stand in the doorway. Very strange. Seth! Good morning. Welcome back. You don't understand how much I love seeing people who come back. How are you? All right, so let's fix this bug. Let's figure this one out because I feel like this is probably a larger issue and not just a little thing. Hey folks, Happy New Year, computer. Happy New Year to you. Cheers. I don't have my Stardew mug today. This is my Gilmore Girls mug. Doing good? Glad. Computer, how are you doing? Persistence. No, I'm talking about saving states and saving the game. Like the guests. They never used to save, and they'd never respawn if they were supposed to be in the inn. They would just disappear, and they'd have to come and I had to check them in again. Like I never went through the trouble of saving them because it just felt like too big a task, and I kept putting it off. Yeah. But here we are. Now they can save. We finished it last time. Does it say the Odin serialization stuff? Oh, I just right. So what I do is things that need to be re-referenced, I just save a GUID. Like they get a unique ID, it never changes, and then I just find it in whatever database it exists in. So like scriptable objects, most of them if they're not in my resources directory, then they're in my scriptable asset database, which I can grab from statically. If they're a game object in the game, usually there's a manager that manages them, so I grab it from the manager that manages them. It's not like perfect, but the annoying thing is like when the game loads up, there's an order of operations of what needs to happen, and I have to like know that order of operations. So I'm usually like on game load, yield wait till end of frame because I know something else has to load something first. And then sometimes I have some scripts that have to wait like 4 or 5 frames because I know they're waiting for 3 other things to load. And that's the thing. I'm like, ooh, what do I do in this instance now? Should I make like a loading queue? Should I be making like a separate, like a special object where objects that need to load in a certain order go into a queue and they get fired off like that? Or should I just keep doing my like yield wait till end of frame and hope for the best? This is what I wanted to ask you actual devs, you devs that know what you're doing. If I do yield wait for end of frame in an I enumerator, can I rely on that to be consistent, or is that like a graphical thing? Like if someone's CPU or GPU is faster, is it possible for the frame to happen like unexpectedly fast? You guys gotta tell me, because I have no idea. I need to know these things. Wait, now it cleaned. Oh, okay, why didn't it clean before? Maybe it's because I was in a certain spot in the door. Or maybe, yeah, something strange. I'm trying to fix a bug that is not consistent right now. Is async loading an option? Well, that's the thing. So some things to load fully, they need to wait for other things to load first. And there's like an order, there's like a, command order that needs to happen, which I just do. Like here, I'll show you, for instance. So let's take the guests. Who has an on delayed load? Delayed load. So the inn. So the inn needs to wait for items to spawn so they can configure properly and load properly. So the inn, I just do a start coroutine, and then I wait. This one is special because I just literally wait forever until all the items say, hey, I'm done loading. And then I flag this bool, hey, I can load now. And then I wait till the end I wait one more special frame, and then I load. So I feel like doing an async load, here, like this needs to wait. So I do a lot of waiting, but can I rely on this being consistent? Like it's consistent on my computer. I've tested it on one other computer ever, and I don't know, seems to work. Same with tally system. So the tally system actually waits for the inn to load. So now while that thing's waiting for loading, this thing's waiting for that thing to load. So that I basically wait until that thing's done loading. So this seems safer. I'm literally waiting for Boolean to get ticked, but in other instances I don't wait. I just like have this line happen 4 times, I guess I'll just keep doing it until it breaks, right? That's how dev works. If it works, don't change it. If it stops working, okay, change it. Okay, now I feel like there's an exact position. It worked. There we go. Look at that. Maybe it's my line of sight. Oh, maybe it's the line of sight. Because if I draw a straight line from you, no, the wall is definitely not in the way. But is the door in the way? Maybe the door is in the way. Let's see. Is there a collider that's real big that I'm not noticing? Yeah, there's a huge collider. But I'm in the collider. I can stand over here and it'll work. Looks like the door collider is actually only... What is it? It's this one. Oh, yeah. I'm in this door collider. Okay. So maybe it's this door collider. So if I if I'm in this door collider, it's not going to work. Am I in it? Let's see if I'm in it. Looks like I'm still technically in it. That theory is good. Yeah, so this one's not working. And if I step directly out of it, I think that's okay. It's a little awkward. I don't want to go changing collider sizes. They're very specific. I should have written down why they're very specific, but now I'm very afraid to change them. I think the coroutine approach you've got should work, even if it's not the most efficient. I'd leave it as is for now. As you said, in the future, you might look into using events, callbacks, etc. to achieve something similar without having to introduce a bunch of coroutines. Yes. That's probably smarter. Yeah, why am I... Instead of like yielding and waiting for other things to be done, I should just throw a hey, I'm finished loading event. And then that save data, I just hold on to it until I listen for that certain thing that needs to be loaded, then I load, and then I can drop that data. Yeah, it's smarter. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for next time. I already use events a lot, so might as well keep going, right? Alright, so what are we doing today? Today I wanted to balance how the guests show up. Because they show up often, and it's kind of cluttering, and it puts a lot of pressure on the player to like keep upgrading their inn, and I think it's too much. And it doesn't feel natural. That's the problem. I want it to feel more natural. So what do we do right now? Right now, we spawn a guest every 20 minutes if there is... So we count up how many rooms I have available, plus 1. So if I have 4 rooms, then I check to see if there's 5 guests loaded. And if there's less than 5 guests loaded, I spawn another one to come. So that means if your inn is full, a guest will come and try and check in a 5th one. And if they, if you have no room for them, they go away, they despawn. Then the spawner is like 20 minutes later, 20 in-game minutes later. Hey, I can spawn another guest, but I don't want to like turn away 100 people every day. I just want to turn away 1. If you don't have enough room for that 1 guest, then that's that. You don't get any more guests showing up, and you don't feel the pressure to have to hang out at the end. There's a lot of other stuff to do in Alpine Lake, and I don't want you to have to feel like you have to be here at all times. So let's adjust the way that's calculated. This spawn system doesn't save anything, and I don't think it needs to because every day it resets. All we need to do is keep track of how many guests are checked in and how many have spawned throughout the day. So maybe that's what I do. First, let's count up how many are spawned every day. Private int spawned guests. And we want this value plus the amount of checked in guests to equal 1 or 2 plus the amount of rooms you have, or less. Maybe it's a variable. Maybe some days are slower, and maybe they don't spawn. It could just be a random number between 0 and 3 with a, or 0 and 2. Maybe it's a random number between 0 and 2, and there's just a lot more weight on 0. So like maybe there's a 20% chance that 2 people show up, and a 50% chance that 1 person shows up, and that's that. And that would make and then that's a 30% chance that nobody shows up. That seems way simpler, but I want that to be based on your innkeeping skill. or your advertising reach. Now, there we go. So I have skills in the game called advertising reach. Local, statewide, national, and international. These are skills you can upgrade throughout your gameplay, and they will, you know, the idea is to attract certain guests from these different categories. And it's possible that I need to put these guests in the specific skill queues, because right now I have one queue. I have one guest queue, and I just kind of grab from that one randomly and in order. I shuffle it, but I do grab it in order. For what it's worth, events and callbacks in Unity are nasty. Work call. Be right back. Good luck. I like events. My whole game is based on events. Now I'm curious to hear what Toon has to say. Should I refactor my entire game? Darkness Blade. Raid. Welcome in. What are you doing? How was your stream? Look at that. A raid in the morning. I love a good raid in the morning. How so? Way to drop a bomb and take off. I know, right? He's like, everything about your game is very terribly put together, and I gotta go do a work meeting. Excuse me, be right back. Made some UX progress. Nice. You got anything to share? Let's show that off. There you go. Give you a good old shout out. Nice. Nice. What are you working on? What are you working on at the moment? I guess we'll see, right? We're gonna see, but I want to know the whole project. What's the whole project you're working on? For any of you joining, my name is Andrew. I'm working on a game called Alpine Lake. It's an Innkeeper-Sim, life sim. A little bit Stardew Valley plus The Sims. Beautiful. That's the goal. I'll give you a little tour what we got so far. So here you have a property, just like in Stardew. It's a little overgrown by trees right now. You can build rooms with beds. Right now, the rooms are very tiny, and the beds are basically the only decoration that fits in the rooms because I'm debugging stuff. But you can build big rooms with tons of decorations. You're making a house building game with AI pets, much like The Sims, but multiplayer and free. That sounds sick. Yeah, we're both working on cozy style games. Is it cozy? Yes, here we go. Let's check it out. Ooh. Yo, that's slick. Oh my god, wait, we're using the same, are we using the same icon pack? This house is familiar. That's really slick. Nice. Everything is like professionally put together. My UI sucks. Is it this one with the... Like these guys? I forget what it's called. Icons and sprites. Clean. Where is it? Clean flat icon? Just comes with a bunch of buttons and icons. That's great. Oh, you don't have this one? Okay, they look similar. Definitely the house looked very similar. I think I got this in like a... How did I get this? I think I got it in a Humble Bundle. So we're both doing house building stuff. Well, I want to see, are you doing like, can you construct a house, or is it like just decorating from within a preset house? I'm gonna make a little penthouse over here. Something bigger. Not enough walls. Ugh. That's amazing. Oh man. How have we not known this? First person. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm afraid to do first person. Objects need too much detail. If you have like a trailer or video you want to show off, please drop that also. Do I have any windows? I didn't make any. Alright, so in this game, you can build little houses, build little rooms, and you can assign them a room type. So I'm gonna make a guest room. This is gonna be called the penthouse. I know it's on the first floor, but nothing yet. Been working on it for 30 days only. Okay. That's a pretty fancy UI for 30 days. I've been working on this game for 3.5 years. My UI still sucks. Alright, so I just made a new room. I want to give it some good stuff. It doesn't have a bed. Can I check this person in without a bed? It's missing a bed. Nope, penthouse is missing some requirements. Wait a minute. What happened here? Who is this character? I never... Oh, I have a button here that randomly changes the character. And as I was typing, I guess I was changing the character. So there's customizable characters that you can choose from. I need a bed. Cozy bed? Double cozy bed. Yes, let's deck this room out. So I got a bed. Let's put an arcade cabinet in it. Let's put a fireplace. What else can go in here? A lamp. A vase. I'll put a vase and an end table. Where's my end table? Boom. What else? And a bathtub. Okay. I don't know if this is all gonna fit. Uses your engine and tools. Dude, don't tell me you made your own engine. Don't tell me you made your own engine. Do not come in here and be like, I made my own engine. God. It's crazy. Oh, I missed it. I've been building a game engine based on Unity about 8 years now. Holy. That's crazy. So you did it. You're making your own engine. It's nuts. You're nuts. Big cozy bed. Oh, this is not all gonna fit. Can I fit the lamp in the corner? No. I could put it in this corner. Bathtub. Oh my god, it's all gonna fit. Oh, that's annoying. I can't put the table here because there's a collider on the bed that doesn't let me. I gotta fix that. Put a vase. And, ooh, the arcade cabinet. It doesn't fit. Why does it? Oh, the bathtub's in the way. Wait, why doesn't it fit anywhere? It should definitely fit right here. Can it place? Something's in the way. Am I in the way? Oh, maybe it's me. Why can't it go here? Bugs. What else we got? This is fish. Oh. Computer, different lighting, different shadow system, way better performance, no baking ever needed, fixed many bugs Unity has. I can go on, but I don't want to spam here. Please spam, go crazy. I want to hear all about it. This is very, you know, I'm not worried about you stealing attention. I do understand that though. Sometimes you go into someone else's stream and you don't want to spam and talk about yourself, but please talk about yourself. Tuber! What is up? Welcome back. Tuber, I saw you get in trouble yesterday on Irish John's stream. I don't know what you did, but I just came in and he was talking about you and you made a sad dad face. What happened? Yeah, if it didn't fly there, maybe don't repeat it, but I thought it was kind of funny. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, he doesn't like that stuff. He doesn't like that stuff. I'm familiar with that. Irish John's the best though. Okay, he's the best. All right, let me just put some windows on this building. I want to make it nice. I want to make it nice for you guys. I don't have... Windows don't actually do anything in the game yet. I feel like they should, though. I mean, they make these nice little shadow or light beams. Arishan recommended me to check you out. That's why I rated. Yes. See, he's the best. He's the best. Anyone I ever raid, or anyone who's ever rated me, was because of Irish John. Like, guy's the freaking best. All right. So yeah, this is Alpine Lake. It's all about building these rooms. They can upgrade tiers. So now I put so much stuff in this. It's now a tier 2 room. And now it can service tier 2 guests. Patreon. I can't do the Patreon game. I actually don't. I don't do a lot of like the online fundraising stuff. It's just out of my realm of commitment. I think I smoothed it over. My intentions were good-hearted. Yeah, I think you did. I saw the whole interaction. I think you're all good. Oh god, it's -5. So these footprints, when a room is dirty, they are brutally what's the phrase? Destructive? They really bring down the house, so to speak. And 1 star clay, damn. Does your game have a story mode? It does. I mean, it is a story. I would say it's much like Stardew Valley's story, where you're in a persistent world where NPCs, you know, do what they gotta do. See, there goes one. He's got an exclamation. Let me catch up to him. Oh god. They travel zones and they can go do what they need to do. So here's Jeff. What does he gotta say? My name's Jeff. I'm the new park ranger here. In time, I hope to be able to answer your most basic of inquiries. Let's chat. I never thought I'd end up as a park ranger, but it turns out I'm quite the nature enthusiast. Now if I could just figure out how this compass works. So he's got a whole storyline about his broken compass. And you learn that it's basically his first week on the job, and has no experience, and he's the only park ranger, so it's kind of a funny thing. He didn't have a quest for me. I think the quest was just to meet him. This is I'm pretty close to a demo. I'm trying to tighten up a demo experience. And then I think I need 1.5 years to do the full game. You know, I've been working on, I have a whole quest system here. I've been working on this game for 3.5 years, and I got all the systems in place. You know, it took a long time to get quest system, dialogue system, exactly the way I like it, and it's still not perfect, but it's getting there. So I think I'm ready for a demo. I'm just trying to, so now there's like a couple of core systems. Like there's the inn system that has its own loop where you're decorating and you're taking care of guests that come and join. And then there's the outer world, which has its own stuff. Tubert, go follow Darkness Blade. So yeah, there's like so there's a town that we were just at, and if I go down here, there's a forest, the Alpine Trail Regional Park, which has its own storyline going, where it was a registered regional park until mysteriously somewhere at I don't know, like the city hall of the state, or the state government lost their paperwork, so they're not a state park anymore. And that means that someone can come in and buy the park and basically demolish it and build in it. But why did that happen? I don't know. So part of this story is you know, figuring out why they're not a state park anymore and getting their status back. And here's the first area in the state park. You'll see there's like these butterflies, and there's a bird down here. Oh, it flew away. So there was a bug and a bird. They fly away when you get close to them. There's a photography system. Zoic54, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, there's this photography system which it's kind of like catching things with a net. Game looks lovely. I can't watch now. Sadly, have fun. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. Yeah. So instead of catching bugs and catching animals with the net, we just take a nice little non-destructive photo of them. Melmsy, first-time viewer. Game looks beautiful, man. Love the concept too. Have you considered reaching out to state parks or related associations for endorsements or partnerships? I actually have, and there's a problem with that. If I like... Why can't I collect this? Oh, I have to hold. So, I feel like if I do reach out to a specific state park and I kind of brand it with that state park, it veers into the realm of like an educational game. And I've seen other games do that where they use very real places and it just feels too real. And it doesn't feel like a game anymore. It feels more like an educational experience. And I didn't want to like veer toward that. Thank you for the lurk. Love the photo system. I really outdid myself. Oh, come on. You're too kind to me. You are too nice to me. Something was bothering me about this area for a long time, and I realized it was because I had blue flowers everywhere. What the hell is a blue flower? There's like one blue flower in the world, and they were scattered everywhere. I'm like, something just feels off. I took out the blue flowers and it looks way better. Yeah, please, stop being so nice to me. Can you please be meaner to me? Actually, no. I think I'm more motivated with niceness than meanness, as most people are. This is a new zone. This pond area. I was thinking more conservation type companies, but I can definitely see what you're getting at. Education or the perception of being marketed as such would probably hurt in some ways, yeah. I think the way to market this in the real world is to open up an Alpine Lake like cabin inn. Like if I can get a big piece of land and put a bunch of like those, I think they're called ADUs. Or you know, these like not mobile homes, but they're like prefab homes. You just like buy them and stick them on the land and plug running water into them. If I can get a plot of land with like 5 of those and all the same decorations that are in the game in this real location, oh my god. I need a partner. Anyone in construction, real estate, hotel management, and wants to partner with me on that, I'm down for that. Oh, thank you, Nightbot. Sometimes I forget to promote myself. If you are interested in what you see, you know, give it a little wish list. Give it a little old wish list. How are you? All right, so I haven't done anything. I've just been kind of playtesting right now, and we've made it to fall. I've never naturally made it to fall before. You can see all the leaves changed colors. These oak trees, though, they are all solidly yellow, whereas they should be more like this maple tree over here, which has slightly varying degrees of color. And the pine trees, they do not change. So I need to work on that eventually. Whatever. That's minor. Alright, let's get back to it. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to balance how many guests show up. And to do that, I need to track how many guests I've spawned throughout the day. And if I wanted to do baby steps of making this better, I would just do a random number, and I would weight that number based on my skill level. Right? Should more guests show up? Nah, not really. Not really. I don't think so. I don't think more guests should show up based on your skill. It's like, if you don't have enough rooms for them, why do you want more to show up? Like, I never want that many more to show up than I have rooms to fit them. Because that's just annoying. There's another game where you're running an inn and it's kind of a life sim called Bear and Breakfast, and they don't even have guests spawning. They just kind of have a GUI that says, hey, there's a guest available, and you just check it in with a button click and then they spawn. Have them queue outside until a room becomes available. So you think that no extra guests should show up. I want there to be an extra guest to show up. That just gives you a little bit of pressure to expand, you know? Oh, hey, look, there's 5 guests and I only have 4 rooms. Maybe I'll go build another room. Like, but I don't want to pressure the player too much. I don't want the player to think, oh my God, I need 100 rooms right now. I want the player to know maybe you only need 1 or 2. And maybe it's not an everyday thing. I don't want you to have to build a new room every day. So... spawn guest. Let's just do a random number for now. We'll do a random number between like -3 and +2, and then clamp it at 0, and that'll be our weighted random number. I'm okay with disappointing one person every day. Yeah, I think it's okay to disappoint one person, but you don't want to disappoint like 40 NPCs showing up. You gotta contain that. That's basically the reason I started a family. Oh man. The dad jokes. I like it. Okay, so also I have this protective narrative queue. So I have these different queues, these different chunks and containers of guests, and protective narrative queue is guests that are there for a quest reason. Guests that are there because they drive the story. And you definitely never want to spawn them if you don't have enough room. Because, I mean, they'll come back immediately. Like, the next day, they'll be the first ones to show up on your doorstep. So there is that. But I feel like it's going to be really annoying if a narrative guest shows up and you don't have space for them. I feel like a player might not understand that they'll show up the next day. Because they don't know what queue these guests are in. They might think, oh, this guest might never come back. So maybe that's like a good amount of pressure. But then they only have 1 hour to build their inn to build the room before the guest leaves. So that's not good either. So we need to make sure, let's write all these intricacies down. Where should I put it? So this is the playthrough notes. Balance how guests show up. So things we need to keep track of. Narrative guests should always spawn, or they should only spawn if there is a room available for them. Guaranteed room for them every time. Regular guests should only spawn 1 or 2 max. Extra. Can they say, okay, I'll be back tomorrow? Oh, they can say that. But if you're not, maybe you're not even there to check them in. So if you speak to them, so that's the thing. I don't have a way to like turn away guests yet. That'd be crazy as a guest. Turn up to no room and the innkeeper goes mental building you a new room. Yeah, that is kind of funny. Oh God, give me 5 minutes. Just fucking wailing away on a door. Sweating. All right, there's a little bit of sawdust. but your room's ready. That's amazing. I watched one person play the game, and they were role playing a little bit, and there's some creepy stuff that happens. You can get into some creepy role play in this game, and whatever. Can't stop you there. So regular guests should only spawn 1 or 2 max per extra room. And what else? What other queues do I have? I have another queue. I have a spawn queue, protected event queue, and protected narrative queue. Oh, a group event. Oh, these are horrible. I made these on stream. I made this these things called group events where you can like throw a Dungeons and Dragons party, and then a certain amount of guests get added to that Dungeons and Dragons party, and they show up as a group, and they calculate their experiences as a group, and then they leave as a group. And it's so dirty. Like, I don't even remember how it works. I barely remember how it works. And that, I don't know, I think it's pretty buggy too. Like showing up to the full restaurant, it's 30-minute wait, but not for turnover, for them to build an extra room with more tables. Yeah, I don't have a table for you, but let me go make one. How many are you? What size table do I need to make? I actually do have that as well. There are restaurants in the game. It's a mechanic that it takes a little bit of time to like build up to, so I don't test it often, but it's in there. Okay, so the protective event queue, that's the group, that's the guest groups. Okay. So let's get going. Let's start with the protective narrative queue. We need available rooms for them to spawn. So try spawn queue type. Where does this... Wait. Nobody calls this. Huh? Am I crazy? Try spawn. Wait, everyone calls this. Do I have other try spawns? What is happening? Who are you? Oh, I have this try spawn. Everyone calls this try spawn. Nobody calls the other try spawn. That poor other function that nobody calls. Oh, okay, so this is a bit generic. So I feed it the queue. Oh, so this actually calls this. I don't think it realizes that some of these are... Yeah, I guess I never actually call this. Oh well. Alright, let's get going. Let's work on some stuff. So right now it's every 20 minutes. We add get minutes spawn frequency. So I don't want the spawn frequency. Wait, spawn frequency is 0. Huh? So I add 0 time? Interesting. I guess that's for debug purposes. Tuna, welcome back. How was your meeting? I guess I set this to 0 because I wanted them to spawn quite often for debugging purposes, but I want this to be like a random number. So I am going to make this a spawn. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna make this a range. So like a vector2 spawn frequency range. And then new vector2. Make it public so I can play with it. Between 0 and I guess an hour. So in 0 and 60 minutes. Is this in minutes? I'm back. I just didn't have fun with them and threading nonsense. Oh, threading nonsense. We're not doing any threading here. Normally I have fun with them. Got a let's discuss that later to both funding requests. Oh, no. Which is better than a no? Alright, well, that's good. Congrats? Maybe? We'll hold our congratulations until later. So we want to... private int get random spawn frequency return random.range spawn frequency.x spawn frequency.y float. No, these are ints. Oh no, it's a vector. There's a vector to int, right? Yeah. And 60 is exclusive. Let's make it 120. Let's make it 120. And then we want a max. Well, okay, protective queue, no max. They just spawn when they can. That's fine. Let's put this here. And then, so now that should feel a little more natural. I should just make this like a public static. This is useful. Just turn a vector 2 into a random. So where do I do this? So here I have a try spawn and I can feed it any queue I want, but I don't want to feed it any queue. I want to know what queue I'm feeding it. So I might never use this. I might never use this again. Okay, so here we try the protective narrative queue and we see if it comes. So how about instead we say protective narrative queue. Try spawn queue type narrative, which means now we can put that here and we can return other things if it doesn't work out. So if we need to check if there's any room for these guests. So we always need a free room. Do I have a reference to the inn? I do. Dot. Vacancies? How do I check free rooms? Empty. Free. I think I have a way. Get room price, get value, get room current occupant. No. I know I have a way. So, okay, I have a list of rooms, and then I have a list of guest room. And then I have a list of guest bedrooms, and then I have a list of registered guests. And I guess I have to cycle through this to see if there are any vacancies. Let's do that. Let's get how many vacancies we have. Let's just make a function that returns total vacancies. Public int get total vacancies, and we don't have to feed it anything, and we just cycle through this for each key value pair. What even are these? I think it's NPC and room pair in guest bedrooms. You think that's right? No, of course it's not right. I think it's the other way around. It's room guest. How inefficient is it to cycle through a dictionary? Tell me now. Tell me now before I go down this path. Room guest. And if value equals... Oh, did we finish the playlist? We did. We went through the whole playlist. All right, let's pick out another one. What's everyone's favorite Final Fantasy? Oh, I just want to find one that's null. I want to find a list comprehend. Is it a link? Are you going to tell me to do a link command? Please tell me to do... Which link command should I do? Let's do Final Fantasy... let's do 7. Let's do a Final Fantasy 7. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. Do a link. All right, what is the link? You want me to figure it out for myself? I basically need to see how many of these values are null in this dictionary. If I do, let's see if I can just find it. Guest, bedrooms, dot, I need to add link. I remember, I already have it here. Okay. Don't tell me, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Yeah, don't tell me. I'm gonna figure it out. All right, so guest value dot, I guess I want to add, what do we got here? What can we do? All? Concat? Count? Can I do count based on a value? Count based on a thing? You're gonna have to tell me. Forget it, just tell me. Tuna, just tell me. It looks like 5 of these might work. Alright, until you tell me, I'm gonna do it the gross way. Still not quite sure. Okay, so I have a dictionary of rooms, where the rooms are the keys, and the guests are the values. And there's definitely a an entry for every room, but if the guest is null, like if the value is null, it means that it's a vacant room. There's no guest assigned to that room. So I just want to count up how many of these rooms are, have a null value. So if I would do it not using link, I would say int vacancies equals 0, and then if air.value is null, then I would say vacancies plus, and then just return vacancies. Now, how do I do that in link to make it smarter, faster, better? You don't have to. You don't have to do it. This works. All right, so now we have the total vacancies. We just need to make sure total vacancies is greater than 1. Or greater than 0. Or I'll just say if it's less than 0. Oops. If it's... Jesus. If it's less than or equal to? Yeah. Oh my god. If it's equal to 0, then we just return false. I found out about link the other day. One day I'll give it a try. It takes many, many years to confidently use link. It's censoring it. Send it to me on Discord. Where x value equals no. Dot count? That's like speaking English. It's so natural. Is that the beauty of link? Alright, so let's say guest bedrooms where x dot value equals null dot count, like that. Does this have a description? No. gets the value in the key value pair. Well, that's cool. No guarantees. Let's do that. Well, actually, you know what? Let's try it. So I have that. And then I also have this. I have this in event listener. And it listens for and it displays how many vacancies are available. And I guess I do the calculation in the event listener, which was terrible. Like I should have made a function do it. So on guest vacancies changed. Invoke vacancies. Oh, I just do this guest count. I get registered guests minus the bedrooms. That is way simpler. That is. Then I don't have to do I don't have. Yeah, this is. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. We're gonna do this instead because then I don't have to cycle through anything. We're not even gonna use link. We're not gonna use a for loop. We're not gonna use anything. We're just gonna say we're gonna return the registered guest count minus guest bedrooms dot count. That is way better. I'm gonna leave this here because I want more link in my life, so I'm gonna leave that there because when I need to remember how to do this exact thing, it's there for me and I can come back and reference it. The link way. All right, so that should work now. Could have sworn there was a link count if. No idea. Link will always get you. All right, so this is super easy. Now we know if a narrative guest can spawn. That's great. So now a generic guest. What is the generic guest logic? If spawned guests plus in.registered guests. So if if this is equal to greater than or equal to we need another value. We need a value that just spawn guests and then private int spawned allowed. So let's just load this on. Yeah, let's do this on load. So when we load the game, it's all the same under the hood now. You guys having a link discussion? Guest bedrooms.count where x value equals null. Yeah, that seems right. That seems like it would work too, right? It's all the same under the cleaner and faster the other way, but worse than your single occupancy solution. Except the .where returns the predicate. You guys and your lingo. Okay, so this actually isn't a good place for it because it doesn't load the first time. And then it'll never be something. Well, let's just make this not an error. So spawned allowed. If it's greater than equal than spawned allowed, return false. All right. And now the try spawn needs to be this fancy new one. So instead of spawning the spawn queue, we want to spawn the spawn queue type generic. Okay. And that will spawn from spawn queue. Gunzy! And let it. Oh, good morning, Ganzi. I love the two ends of the spectrum here. We got Tuna and Computer talking about Link. And then we got Ganzi. Look at Ganzi here, talking about segs and lettuce. I love it all. I love a diverse community. How are you doing, Ganzi? I watched you play Rocket League last night. I've never done that feature. That was crazy. PlayStation's out of control nowadays. So Ganzi was playing Rocket League with a couple of people. I already packed my PlayStation up for the big move, so it was a pain in the ass to unpack it and hook it up. So I just logged into the PlayStation app on my iPhone. He was able to share his screen, and I was just watching him play Rocket League from my iPhone while we were voice chatting. This world we live in. Imagine doing that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Last night we played better, but we played better competition. That was 2 nights ago? Oh, right, yeah. Last night was Lord of the Rings night. I've been watching Lord of the Rings every night. Extended editions. And I break it up, so half a movie per night, just to stretch it out. All right, so protected group event. If it's wait a minute. So this never happened. This can't happen. This is no good. Because the group event is a totally different function for spawning. And I don't even know where it is. Try spawn guest groups. It's public. Who calls you? The guest group system calls you. I don't like that. But I do need its return value, so I can't throw an event. Alright. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? Let's continue. We just need to keep track of, or we need to calculate what is allowed. So we have the frequency. That's calculated. That's fine. And we need to see what's allowed. And we've talked about this many times. 1 plus however many rooms you have. So, and I don't want to do it on awake because on awake happens before the rooms load, so we don't know if the rooms have loaded yet. I'll do a delayed load. Whatever, private. So enumerator start. Gotta go. Keep it up. Looking more impressive every time I see it. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. The dot where ends up slightly worse off. In terms of performance, you mean? Why doesn't it like this start? Oh, because I don't have a yield yet. Okay, now I want to calculate it. So spawned allowed equals. And we actually want to make this its own function. Public. No, private. Void calculate spawn. How much worse as a percentage? Yes, please tell us. Jesus needs to know. Guys, also, if you're not already following ML Jesus, give him a follow. He's working on an infinite runner right now. If you want to share anything, please go ahead. Drop it in the chat. All right, so spawned allowed equals. We need to get the in dot bedrooms, guest bedrooms dot count. Plus a random number between. It's done. Planning starting for the next project. Well, Drop a link to the itch page then. Where is it? Where does this game live? Extra allowed equals math. Nope. Random dot range. So we want a so this is gonna be weird weird math, but it's gonna make sense. A random number between -2 and +3. So the max will be 2. And we're gonna clamp it, so it's just a little weighted on 0. Sometimes an extra guests don't spawn. Let's actually make it -1. So it's just like a 50. So I think that's 50% chance no extra guest spawn. 25% chance 1 extra guest spawn. 25% chance 2 extra guests can spawn. So tell me if I'm right. So we're gonna clamp that between 0 and something really big. Oh, whatever. 0 and 3. As a percentage, it'd be hard for me to say. I'm not going to wire it up. No, don't. I think ML Jesus is messing with you. I didn't upload the final build just yet, but it lives here. Can I play it? Endless runner where you attempt to escape the dungeon with your loot. The dungeon. Movement. Jump. Slide. Wait. So W is jump. So up is jump, down is slide, left, right. Got it. Oh, it's download? Okay. Let me guess, it's PC only. Can't even play it. Wah, wah. Since more people exist, the bigger your inn is. Does that mean you're part of the town's reproductive cycle? If they move into town, then they are directly affecting the growth, the biological growth of the town. There is one guest so far that moves into town. They're an old friend from the city, and they're like, "Hey, I want to come visit your inn. I heard you open an inn. That's crazy." And then they love it, and then they stay. I love that. I love that dynamic. I want more of that. Extra loud. Okay, so now this gets calculated. So let's calculate. So we want to calculate this at the beginning of every day and on start. Do we listen to the day tick? Of course we do. It's how we spawn more guests. Oh, I already have a start. Oops. Why is my start down here? Start's always at the top. Also, I load the queue. Huh. Get NPCs. I guess that's okay. Loading the queue only waits for resources.load, and resources.load happens on awake. So I can do that without waiting. The in reference happen on start. That's a little... I'm surprised that works. I guess that happens on awake too. So very small difference. Yeah, it's going to be a very small difference. Unless you're doing it every frame, it'll never matter. If you just do it once in a while, you can do almost anything once in a while. Just never do anything in update. Calculate spawned allowed. Great. So I want this to happen here, and I want it to happen at the start of a new day, because it's a new day. Boom. Now, every day, we're just going to get a moderate, manageable amount of guests show up. Perfect. Oh, did I tell you guys that I almost died yesterday? Oh my god. That was horrible. I was a little triggered this morning. I was walking my dog last night at around 7 o'clock. It was very dark out, you know, as 7 o'clock in, You too? All right, you tell your story, and I'll tell my story together. So I was walking my dog, and I reach a stop sign, like an intersection, and I'm almost at the intersection, and I see a car coming, and they're coming kind of, you know, the speed limit, maybe the max that was the speed limit was 35 miles per hour. And I just got a sense like, you know what? I don't think I want to enter the crosswalk right now. I feel like it's a bad idea to enter the crosswalk. So I waited there at the very edge of the street, like in the street. I was like basically in the middle of the street about to walk in front of this car, assuming they would stop it. I stopped myself for some reason. I'm like, I don't like the way they're driving. They just busted right through the stop sign, didn't slow down at all. Oh my God. It was literally the same thing happened to you. That's crazy. I lost my shit. I yelled. I was like, yo, what the F? I said the F word very loud in public. Yeah, I was triggered this morning when I crossed the street at the same spot. I'm like, ah. Walking home from the dentist? What happened? What were the specifics? Did you have to jump out of the way? Oh my God. There's an alternate universe out there where I decided, yeah, I would like confident Andrew, yeah, they'll stop, and me and my dog are both dead. There's an alternate universe out there. Stop signs are definitely mandatory. Make complete stops. They didn't even think about stopping for the stop sign. Yeah, who does that? My assumption is that they were on their phone. Or it was dark and they didn't see it and they weren't paying attention. I don't know. It was bullshit. After I yelled at them, they pulled over at 2 houses down. And I was not going to confront whoever was in this car because road rage is a thing. I didn't want to confront someone who might be having road rage. So I kept walking up the block the other direction. I don't know why they stopped, and I looked for their car this morning to see if maybe they lived there. The car was not there at 5 in the morning, so I think maybe I shook them up because they thought they might have killed me. Some people should just not be driving. Yes, some people should just not be driving. I can't wait to not drive myself. I'm trying to get rid of my car. It is so hard to get rid of a lease. Oh my God. It is harder than selling a house. Selling a house is easier than getting out of a car lease. It's crazy. It's such a scam. All right, so we did it. We balanced it. We're balanced. It's not based on skill, but that's okay. I think that's okay. So here, narrative guests only spawn if there's a room available. Check. Oh, check. Regular guests should only spawn 1 or 2 max extra. Check. Balance how guests show up. So, feel more natural, we did. It's not just a 20-minute timer. Weekends are busier. I don't think I care. I don't think I care about the day of the week. Ooh, you confronted them. But how did you catch up to them? Maybe they stopped to apologize? That's realistic. Maybe. There's been moments where I do something that I know I shouldn't have, and I'm not like mad about it. I'm just genuinely apologetic. Gotta check that road rage. Road rage happens though. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the perceived anonymity of being inside a car and thinking, you know, I'm just a car. I'm not a person. I can be angry. You were within arm's reach of their car when they blew the stop sign. So like as they were driving by, you reached out and knocked on their window as they were driving by? That's crazy. Add ducks, swans, rowboats. Ooh. I want to add ducks. Ooh, this is a perfect place to make the camera minigame have progression. I want the ducks to be like in the middle of the lake and your camera can't reach it, so you need to upgrade your camera to a better camera. Calculate rain once a day and save it. Oh, let's do that one because I don't. Weather system. Not too long ago, I was driving and there was an old lady crossing the street at a crosswalk. I stopped and gave them an extra car length so they'd comfortably take their time to cross. Did they wait there staring at you, telling you to go and get mad? Another car tried to go around me. Oh no. Oh, that's stupid. People are so impatient. Oh my God. I cut them off and yelled at them. Yeah, that's dangerous. Oh, car talk is dangerous. It's just, there's just so much shady stuff that goes on. Mono behavior. How do I calculate the day? Or how do I calculate the weather? Calculate weather on start of day. So the way I have it, you can basically keep restarting the day and just keep restarting it until it rains, and then you don't have to water the crops. I need to make that. No, actually, I get a seed. That's, oh yeah, I do get the seed. So, this should be very consistent. Every day should be very, very consistent. Okay. But it didn't seem consistent. All right. I don't know. I felt like I started a new day, and then I turned the game off, turned it back on, and then it was raining. I got to keep an eye on that one. Calculate rain. Yoga animations. That can be fun. Let's do that. Then, after the cross, they met me at the next light and mouthed off at me, still thinking I was in the wrong. The pedestrians thanked me as I drove past. Overall win. Oh my god. That's horrible. Oh, they had to stop for traffic on the road they were turning into, Tuna. I see. So they like kind of breezed past you, but then as they were trying to turn, they had to stop. All right, let's get out of car talk. It's triggering. It's triggering. So we are going to update those yoga animations. This is going to be interesting. We got to pop open the animator. So where do I have them already? I have, I think I have a whole yoga controller. Yeah. So I have a whole yoga controller with these different yoga poses. But for NPCs, they don't use these special layers. So what I actually want to do is make an idol that loops. So this is going to be good. This is going to be good. So I'm going to drag these down. And I basically want all of these to be one giant loop. Oh, but these are just poses. How do I do this? I want to like wait a few seconds and then go into the next pose. I used to drive a motorbike, so I had people cutting me off, pulling out on me all the time. You mean like, yeah, like out of parking lots and just almost bashing you? Motorcycles are dangerous. Be careful out there. I basically want every single one of these to transition to every single other one. And I want it to be completely random which one we go to. So how do I do that? I could calculate a random number at the end of every animation and then just go to that index. This is a little strange. Definitely dangerous, but far more fun to drive than a car, as long as the weather isn't too cold or hot or wet. All right, so we obviously have to start with downward dog. I mean, anyone who knows yoga, you start with downward dog. And we're gonna make this animation into 22. If animation int equals 22, if animation int is not 22, oh, we need a lot of exits. That's annoying. Each one of these needs an exit. Animation int not equal to 22. Has exit time? No. We want it to be instant. Interruption source. I don't actually know, I don't truly know what this interruption source means, but I always set it to the next state, or current state, then next state. I always set it to that because I feel like it interrupts it immediately. I don't actually know. Oh, these do have lengths. Okay, that's good. So we need an exit on each one of these. This is very dirty. There's got to be a better way. This kind of got out of hand, this animation int system. I inherited it from a Simple People pack, and I've just been adding to it. Not good. Which is basically never in the UK. Wait. Are you being sarcastic? Isn't it always wet or cold? Not equal to 22. Wait, can I copy and paste these? Copy. Paste. Yeah. Paste. Yeah. So has as no. Has exit time. Nope. Point one. Interrupt. Nope. Point one. And interrupt. And then you're good. Okay, I think we're good. So what's next? We need to figure out how to randomly go between these. Is there a way to do that in Animator? Randomly choose next animation in Animator Unity. How to play random animations. How to play random animations without code changes. So it looks like I could just play any random clip, but I don't want to use a script. I don't want to have to use a script. Oh, and also, can I just select all these? So I can. Okay, they all have an exit time. And the exit transition should be much faster than this. I want this to be 0.1. Let's make it a percentage. 0.1 and 0.9. Nice and even numbers. So what does this look like? Maybe it should be a little slower actually. Exit time. Okay. So just hold the pose for us a little bit. That's actually too fast. That's fine. So the transitions they're not like animations. I'm just tweening between poses. And that's okay. And I think I want to make these longer. I think I do that in the yoga animation FBX. Where is that? Humanoid yoga animations. So I have a bunch. So I made them 20 frames each. I guess I can loop pose, loop time. I can just make the speed slower. So here I'll just make all these speeds 0.5. And since they're just poses, that'll just make them hold the pose longer, right? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Why didn't it do this for everything? I had them all selected. Oh no, do I have to do it for one? Can I copy and paste this? I can't, no. Looks like these, I gotta do it each individually. 0.8, 0.2. And then I want it percentage. Yeah, okay, so since I slowed it down, 0.8 and 0.2 works. Oh, how annoying. All right, it's not good, it won't be so bad. 0.8, 0.2. Anyone got fun weekend plans? Alright, bear with me while I do this very obnoxious manual labor. We still haven't figured out how to randomly go between them. Alright, is that all of them? You? 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 Yep. Oh my god, I think we're done. We did it, we're done. Okay, so we have the transition set up now. I could just make a parameter. Oh, I don't like this. I do this somewhere else. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna add a. No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Can these throw events? Can these throw like in-game events? I don't think so. They can only check conditions. And these can... Nah. I don't want to use a script. Please don't make me. Please don't make me use a script. Play. Random clip Unity animator. Don't like scripts. Oh, I love scripts. I just don't want to make a custom one for this one little thing, you know? Just don't want to do it. I feel like the animator, like, it should be robust enough to have 3 outputs and choose one randomly, you know? So many animation layers, I know. So this one's for head movement, which I haven't implemented yet. I don't have like a focus system, but you know, the head can look up and down, left and right. If I ever do implement some kind of like focus, I can have the NPCs looking around. The arms is for holding items. So when you're running around, it's just like this. But then if you have an item in your hand, it knows how many hands it takes to hold the item. So I can say it's a one-handed hold or a two-handed hold. And if it's a two-handed hold, they just kind of keep their hands out. These are all the loops of activities. So if an NPC walks up to an activity, it does one of these animation loops. Chatting enters its whole bit of logic. Sleeping. I don't know why I have a whole layer just for sleeping, but hops you into bed, makes you sleep. Death I don't use. I inherited it. Body. Actually, I don't know what oh, body is like leaning left and right. I don't use that. Fishing and yoga. Yeah, it's a lot. There'll be many more. I think you could do a blend tree and have it pick randomly. Ooh. Ooh, this is from the new Final Fantasy. I like this. Create new from blend tree? Wait. You mean, is a blend tree an asset that you make here? Create new blend tree? What is this? Runtime inspector. I don't know what that is. How do you make a blend tree? Is it something I click into? Oh, yeah. Speed. Why is it just grabbing speed? Parameter. Yeah, I don't know how to use that actually. I don't know how to use blend trees. It's possible. Okay, so I do have a script that all NPCs have that can listen to an event inside of an animation. And I called it... What did I call it? It's... So I have it for a specific reason, which is the footstep detector. Let me just make a generic one. How about that? All right, I'm going to use scripting. Scripted. I want to script it. Sassafras. We'll put it in the utilities. Yeah, it's just going to be like a garbage catch-all for functions. Because if an animator calls if an animator throws an event and there's no listener, it does not like that. So everything that can possibly receive this event, even if it's the player and I don't want it to, it needs to at least catch it. So we're just gonna make a generic animation event listener. Okay. First thing we're gonna listen to is calculate new yoga pose. Ooh, my hands are cold. I have a hard time typing. Calculate next yoga pose. If an animator triggers an event in the forest and no one is listening for so yeah, I want to set I want to get component animator dot set int, and it's going to be called next yoga pose underscore I. And is that what my usual naming convention is? No, I do full int. Next yoga pose underscore int. And then it'll be a random dot range. I know there's 4, so I'll do 0 to 5. And then only do this. I guess I can always do this. Excuse me. I don't care because the player won't even use this. It's really just for the guests. Okay, that's all I need. And then I just need this value to calculate, and then that's how I choose the next one. And I just need a parameter here, integer. I have so many parameters. And then basically each one of these is if next yoga pose equals 0, and then this one. Oh, I have to do this many, many times. equals 1. And then this one's equals 2. All right, so it's actually 0 to 3 because I only need, yeah, I need 3. Because the fourth one, we don't want to transition back to it. Okay. I also have to make sure this this playlist doesn't switch to a copywritten one, because these playlists are shorter than the 9-hour lists I usually have on. Dangerous. We're in a dangerous zone right now. Ooh, did I miss something, didn't I? So 0. Are you okay with a big raid? You mean if a big raid shows up? Can I keep my cool? I think so. I'm an adult. I can keep my cool. Equals 2. Then I might. You suggest? Oh God, what did you do? I don't normally show my trailer on stream, but maybe I will this time. Holy shnikes, Captain Coder, bringing in the raid. How you doing? Mendoza, welcome in. Booyah, Grandma loses his cool in 3. Happy Thursday indeed. Munez, you're back. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? How was your stream, Captain Coder? What are you working on today? For those of you just joining us, my name is Andrew. I am working on a game called Alpine Lake. It is an Innkeeper-Sim life sim game where you run an inn or bed and breakfast, you build it, you decorate it, you're in a thriving world with a bunch of NPCs. I'll play the trailer. Why not? I never do. I never do on stream, but I'll do it today. Check out the Steam page. Talked about hats and wrote a few lines of code. Sometimes that's all you need to do on stream. Giorgio, thank you for the follow. Super fun stream. Munez showed off his prototype. So, oh, we reached our goal. How nice. Munez was here on Tuesday and didn't have anything to share. If you have something to share today, please drop it in chat. Thank you for the follows. Oh my god. So yeah, this is it. This is Alpine Lake. Sounds like real life. Very realistic. I hope it's a little more fun than real life. Oh god, I was gonna pronounce your name COCPRN, but I don't think I'm going to. Oh my god, I got you, I got Tuber over there. You guys are nuts. Got some pre-alpha stuff for you to CC, preparing for the 20th. Ooh, Tuber, I'm excited for that. Working with TIC80 and Lua to create a class project. TIC80, is that, it sounds like a calculator. Is that a calculator? Pretty solid hat game here too. Oh, I always have a new beanie on. I'd like to share something. Mike Lombardo, please share something. I don't have a video. I only have an executable. I'm on a Mac. I can't play executables. Like, sorry. It's pronounced popcorn. Okay. All right, I'm going to call you popcorn now. Looks great. Thank you. Thank you. This looks super slick. Thank you. Thank you. Kilton, welcome in. How are you? Greetings and good afternoon indeed. It is a fantasy retro game engine for creating tiny games. All the limitations of old consoles with all the CPU and RAM of modern computers. Please, I want to see this stuff. You guys got to share it with me. Thank you all for coming in. Ooh, what were we doing? Also, give it a little wish list if you feel like it. If you feel like it. Surviving. How's your dev going? We got a little distracted. We got the biggest raid we've ever gotten. Thank you, Captain Coder. Right now we're working on so guests, they show up to your inn, right? And they spawn. I didn't have a good way, a good natural way for them to spawn, and we just fixed that. Now they spawn at a very natural rate. They don't just. They used to just like all show up, like all like. I have like 25 guests handcrafted. They all used to just show up at once and just hang out outside the inn waiting to be checked in. So here's like a temp inn I have built. Here's a nicer room that I actually decorated. There's bathtubs. So guests kind of show up at this front desk that you place wherever you want. You can make a lobby, and you kind of put them in the rooms. You assign them. They want to stay for a certain amount of time. And they used to just show up like in mass. Actually, they are showed up in mass right now. I think it's because I didn't go to the next day and it didn't calculate the new fun logic. All right, so now the room is full. It's very dirty though. There's a lot of why are they all going to bed? It's 7 a.m. All right, we implemented some bugs in our last change. Oh boy. Example of some TI 80 stuff you want to check out. Yes, I do want to check it out. Oh, I can play it. 8-Bit Panda is a classic style platformer for the TIC 80. You can move, run, jump, and get power-ups, and occasionally fly planes. Let's play. Download cartridge. Wait, what is this thing? Press C to start. Oh my god, this is crazy. C to enter level. Oh no. Oh, okay. ZX. Oh, I love it. Oh my god. Oh, it's so satisfying. Pick up leaves and food to get points. Is that sushi? Yo, this is really satisfying. God, I hit the wrong button. Alright, let's try again. You did not make this game. Oh, this is just a demo. Okay, I see. So you can, so what is a TI, what is this thing? What is a TIC-80? Site can't be reached. No, I want to Google it. No. TIC-80? Tiny computer. I want to see it. I want to see the thing. There's just screenshots of it. Screenshots of that game. Is it like a Raspberry Pi where it doesn't really have a physical form? Or it could be in anything? This is new. FB, welcome in. It's just software. I got it. Got it. Okay, I see now. Well, that sounds very interesting. Complicated. We don't do complicated here. See, I'm an artist by day, so I kind of do the easy things. That's why we're in Unity. Right, maybe I don't like this bug. Why are all these guests sleeping? All right, these footprints, they spawn too much. They're very obnoxious to clean up. I gotta adjust that. Meanwhile, an animation graph with 87 transitions. But that's not complicated. That's so straightforward. Why is everyone sleeping, though? It's 5 p.m. Wake up. All right, let's fast forward to the next day so everything can recalculate. We did some changes. Guest room improved to tier 1. So that's weird. They were already tier 1. I guess the footprints, they downgraded them, and then when it cleaned them up, it re-upgraded the rooms. Oh, we did not have a good stay. Picasso, welcome. Thank you for the follow. What visual scripting are you using? That's the animator. I don't actually use visual scripting. That's the Unity animator. So I was working on, I have these animation loops when you do certain activities. So when these guests all start their day, oh, they're all janky because, let me restart the game. They're not behaving properly. Just standing creepily next to their beds. They're supposed to like find the decorations in your inn, and if it's an activity, they'll go perform it. So I have some yoga mats laying around, and they should technically go enjoy the yoga mats. All right, here we go. They're back to normal now. Clay checked out and immediately wants to check back in, so that's no good. He needs to leave. All right, I'll let him stay. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. All right, there we go. Now that everyone's acting normally. So this person hopped in the hot tub. This person went to go do yoga. So I have some new yoga animations. They don't just meditate. And I'm trying to hook it up so that they kind of do a random cycle. How's Mervin's doing today? Mervin's is great. Also, oh my god, I just realized, why am I even doing these random animation transitions? Why don't I just do a loop? I'm just gonna do a loop. Oh my god. We're just gonna go around the loop and that's that. We're not gonna do these other transitions. Nope. Nope. I was gonna do these like, oh, calculate like next yoga pose. No, why am I doing that? Why am I wasting my time with that? We're just gonna literally go around the room in a clockwise fashion, and that's that. Why didn't you guys stop me before when I was doing that? Why didn't someone say that? This is why you're here, to stop me from making stupid decisions like that. Game looks really good. Wishlist it instantly. Thank you. Oh my god. You don't understand how much that warms my soul. All right. So now I have to change the yoga mat to trigger this animation instead of the meditation. And then we can see this in action. One of the things about this game is that any activity that the guests can do, you could do too. So if the guests can hop in the hot tub, you can hop in that hot tub with them. Oh my god. And I hope nobody hears what's going on in the background. My dog is just licking so much. Let me get that music back going. How's Mervin's? Yeah, Mervin's is doing good. He's just enjoyed his stay too much. I haven't seen Mervin's in a little bit. Oh my god, dog, stop licking yourself. I can't stop her. She has allergies, so she's very itchy. Lick, lick, lick indeed. Where's that yoga mat? So I have yoga mat 2, which was a test item. Don't need that. Pyramidum. Thank you for the follow. Ooh, wishlisted. Ooh, am I gonna wake up tomorrow to like a bunch of wish lists? You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Thank you. How are you doing? So animation in 22. Let me also give a grand old shout out. I mean, you all came from Captain Coder, but I feel like anyone who was here and doesn't follow Captain Coder, please. Oh, not raid. Oh my god, what did I do? Cancel. Not raid. I'm such a bad streamer. Shout out. God, anyone who wasn't following Captain Coder, please do. You found me by browsing. Oh, that's because of all those fun viewers that came over here. Haven't slept in weeks, so I'm getting my friends to buy me drugs. How are you? Oh my god, what is happening? Just go get some melatonin. I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic today. All right, so we just switched this to int 22, right? Yep. All right, let's see. And they do it for about an hour. That's great. Let's see if that worked. Buy him some. He'll probably take it. All right. I'm going to buy you some. You're a full-time Unity dev, so I'm used to open software category. Filter by Unity tag. Nice. Sometimes I feel like the Unity tag, it like limits how many people come by, but there's definitely like if you're a Godot user, you do not want to watch a Unity dev. There's people like that out there. I like seeing what everyone's up to. I'm a big fan of all the engines. All right, what are they gonna do? They're gonna do it. They're doing yoga. Oh god, they're stuck. What happened? Stop it. Why are they so stuck? They're stuck in Warrior 1. Listen, if there's one thing you gotta know about me is I do yoga every week and it is the best. So that's why yoga's in the game. Okay, wait, let's unpause. Why? This doesn't make any sense. Why are they stuck in idle but still doing yoga? Oh, I didn't have them selected. I had a different NPC selected. Anyone else want to do yoga today? Fast forward time. Okay. Stop. Who are you? We got Mary. Mary's doing yoga. So she is in... Alright, she's in Downward Dog. She's going to Warrior 1. And then she's not leaving Warrior 1. Why? Oh, it's because I have... Get out of here. Oh, never change that while it's running. Last time I did that. Oh no. Oh no. I watch all? Well, almost all. Yeah. You gotta watch everyone. You gotta see what everyone's up to. Everyone's got some fun stuff going on. Alright, be right back. You got some Cheerios and warm Toasties? Tootsies? Alright, FB. Go enjoy your Cheerios and Tootsies. Same here. Depending on project, mostly not engine for me. Yeah. But what I said still applies to most people, at least in my experience. Wait, you don't like to watch Godot? Oh, Unity users don't like to watch Godot. Yeah, everyone's got their clan, you know? Some people are, you know, vehement about just liking the one engine. Some people like everything. Tootsie, not Tootsie? I don't know what you're talking about. I prefer to watch deving. I can understand. I have no idea how Godot works. Godot's just like Unity. It's all the same. All right, do I have the... Okay, so I had that that variable that was not triggering because it was set to a value. I don't need it anymore. I don't need that variable anymore. I'm not using it. Guys, this is why you're here. I need you to bonk me on the head when I'm being stupid. So now they should do yoga. They should go through the whole cycle. They'll go Warrior 1, chair pose, Warrior 3. That's not a very good transition, but we're going to do it anyway. Now I'm getting all silly. Yoga silly. All right, let's light that fire. So like I said, the player can do anything that the people can do. And Yoga Mat is a special thing. You can actually start a class. And if you start the class, it actually tells everyone in the inn, hey, come now. Come join me and do yoga now. I think I disabled that, so I'm going to say no. And now since I'm doing yoga, I can actually hit different buttons to go between the different poses. And then you can stop. And I was considering having like skill level, like your yoga skill, or maybe if you do certain activities, it'll increase your stamina over time. Haven't decided yet. Right now it's just for fun. Because why not? I love watching people create stuff and share their worlds. No need for engine wars. Yeah, no need for engine wars. Is your game multiplayer to create a real online community? Ugh, I wish. I'm a solo dev. I do not have the bandwidth or the expertise to make a multiplayer game right now. Oh, she's doing it. She's doing it. She's also intersecting with the mat, which is annoying. How can I fix that? I have to change the nav mesh.
You and me. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah.
If anyone doesn't know what Booyah Grandma's from, it's from the Crash Bandicoot commercial in 1990 whatever. Take a shower with clothes. Oh yeah, so I don't like change their clothing if they get in the tub. They're getting in the tub clothed. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna make the water opaque and put them up to their neck, and that's that. Like I'm not gonna do the full Sims style like get naked thing. It's too much. So yeah, that's what we're gonna. So it looks like the yoga animation's all hooked up. We can knock that off our list. Smoke and mirrors for the win. Yeah, smoke and mirrors indeed. So updated yoga animations. Though the footprints didn't clean up. We know why, and I don't care right now. Like I think it's because we're inside of the door collider, and that's so edge case. I don't actually care. So reference the in skill for how guests show up. I don't think so. No, that's not. All right, we hit everything on our playthrough list here. I have many to-do lists, so I need to find another to-do list and start ticking off that. Oh, here we go. This one's a big one. When the cutscene ends, the tutorial doesn't show up. That's a big one. Rosemary thinks she's Tina, or vice versa. I think I fixed that. Rosemary. Why does Rosemary think she's Tina? Because she's trying to, yeah, she's starting her conversation with Tina. So she's supposed to be Rosemary. Let's change that. Guests. Rosemary. Conversation one. Great. Look at that. Bug fixed. Is there anything? Ooh, look at these bugs. Wall building mouse controls are super whack. There's not much I can do about that right now. Guests can pet Pep while she's following. That's a good one. Let's fix that. So in this game, you can have a dog, which is loosely based off my own dog. And the dog is actually an activity. If the dog is just chilling, sitting somewhere, it'll flag like, hey, I'm pettable. And guests can actually go pet the dog, and it counts as like an activity. We gotta run to town though. We don't have the dog. The dog is actually part of a quest, and I have to complete that quest so the dog shows up. Here's town. And I'm zooming through. It might look ridiculous, but I'm kind of fast forwarding through time, and that's why I'm running so fast. So in order to get the dog, you have to visit this lady, talk to her, and then run home. Oh wait, actually, I introduced myself to her. I don't think I chatted. Okay, yeah, here we go. So now I run home, I run home, and she sends me a letter in the mail. So I gotta go get that letter. How long have I been working on this? This has been about 3.5 years. I started in July of 2020. It's come a long way. I wish it was faster though. You know, so I have a day job. This is not my full-time job. I only do this super early in the morning or super late at night. Clay is here for -1 more days. Uh-oh. I know why. That's a bug. Obviously that's a bug. I'm gonna put that on this bug list. Clay. So guests who are checked out don't leave, but try and re-check in. If this happens, they do not recalculate their checkout day. Make them leave. Okay. I'm -1 days old. Yes. Clay really wanted to go home yesterday, but he stayed an extra day. All right, so we waited a day. We should have a letter in the mail from Jules. Oh, I enjoyed your visit. I have a favor. Please come back. Let's ride our bike over there. It's impressive. I don't think it's impressive. I think 3.5 years is too long to work on an indie game, and it really needs to end. I need to get this thing out the door. All right, so now she's got a mystery favor for us. She's leaving town and she wants me to watch her dog. Of course I'll watch her dog. So now Pep is ours. Will she follow? She's just sitting there. Perf. Follow me. So now Pep will follow me. Perspective, though. Some folks might spend 3 years and 8 hours a day. Yeah, I guess that's true. I wish I can spend 8 hours a day. Ah, the dream, isn't it? Full-time indie dev? Isn't that the dream? All right, so now we have a dog. And the dog will follow us around. The dog actually has a purpose, too. If I go into the forest, there's little spots that only the dog can sniff out. So there's a reason to bring your dog with you on hikes. Let's pet the dog. So we can pet the dog, and that's nice. So if I say stay, basically the dog, and we're in the inn, so the dog will just hang out at the inn. Oh, what is this? It's like a weird... What is here? Why is the nav mesh being so weird? Oh, look at that. So I think people are already going to pet the dog. I gotta watch that. Yeah, there's a hole here for some reason. I don't know. Let's check you in. I think everyone's already checked out. Also, when people sleep in the beds, you gotta make the beds. Because no one wants to check into a dirty, unmade room. Nurkmind, how's it going? Look at that Jern smug face you got. Welcome in. Small business owner, that's that a rule. I feel like chances of me being a CEO are much better if I start the company. Waiting for my bosses to all die doesn't seem reasonable. Wait, did that person just pet the dog? Oh no. I missed it again. How's it going? Can NPCs form intimate relationships if you lock them in the same room together? You should earn love shack points if you can get them to make little babes. Crazy Mike. Mike's our resident out there idea guy, so he's one of our regulars, one of our VIPs, and he always comes up with the wackiest of ideas, but they usually have a hint of like, there's usually a hint, a glimmer of a really good idea in there amongst the psychoness. So I appreciate all the crazy ideas Mike comes up with. I hit my follower goal. Oh yeah, we kind of blew past that, didn't we? Should I update it now? I guess so. Listen, thank you for all the new follows today. Captain Coder, if you're out there, thank you for the massive raid. Tuber, thank you for suggesting me. I really appreciate it. Let's set a new goal. Why not? Ooh, gotta love those sound effects. 99, what is up? Welcome back. Devin's good. We're getting a lot done today, and I feel like we're just tightening up stuff. It feels good. There's no like giant broken things. There's just a lot of tightening. Please, I'm just a regular guy like Mervin's. No one's regular like Mervin's. You can make a real CDN. Oh, I mean, if you want to roleplay and make a CDN, go for it. Also, I hope that's not a pun. Devs for devs. Thank you. All right, so let's see. So I didn't see if anyone pet the dog. Let's fast forward to the next day and see if that happens. Clay is still here for -2 more days. Get out of here, Clay. Oh, he'll never check out. That's right. He'll never check out because it'll never truly be the checkout day. It's beyond it. The only way to get rid of him is to despawn him. If I were a game dev, I absolutely would. Oh my god. Alright, so I gotta keep an eye out. Nobody's in the inn right now. How come nobody's coming to check in? Here's someone. Anyone gonna go pet the dog? Oh, they pet. So, okay, that worked. The dog stopped. She went to pet the dog. That was all good. I need little heart icons, you know? I feel like you need to build a relationship with your dog, right? So one kind of unique thing I'm trying to do is that certain decorations, when you, like, let's say the fire, for instance, when you light the fire, it has an area of effect. which makes everything around it more comfortable. And these footprints here, so like this room has some footprints. It's actually a negative area effect, so if there's dirt around... Oh, look who it is. It's Mervin's. Mervin's is here to join us. Do I have a room for Mervin's? I don't have a room for Mervin's. Sorry, Mervin's. But yeah, so these footprints here are negative area effects. So you gotta clean them up. So now, look, everyone's chilling and hanging out. So if you venture out of your inn, there's areas called hotspots, and these picnic tables, these are hotspot. I think I already discovered them. Sometimes guests, they'll kind of take a day trip. They'll just head out, go on a little day trip to these hotspots around the town, and you can follow them, hang out with them. I'm saving up to get added to the credits, and then I'll tell everyone I worked on this game. Oh shit! Oh, tuna with a double ad. All right, so I have this credits list. So far, Tuna's the only person to ever redeem this, and he's redeemed it twice. Tuna times 2. Vehicle system coming soon. I mean, I got bikes. I don't have any motorized vehicles. So I got to think of... So I don't know what to do with the double one. Captain Commerce. Thank you for the follow. Man, I love seeing all these familiar names. I know you all from Irish Jarn. You're all over there. I see you all. Thank you for coming out over here and hanging. To be fair, you added that redeem 2 days ago. The follow animation? Was someone following me? Oh, you mean the stream follow. I think that's just default Twitch. Follow me. I thought you were talking about the dog. I'm like, the dog's not following me. So here's something about the dog. You're supposed to bring it on hikes with you. You gotta bring your dog with you. Oh, the add to credits. Is it default? Yeah, it's default. I did not add a custom, you know, Twitch stuff. This is all default stuff. I'm such a bad like Twitch streamer. I'm still learning. I've just been doing this since I don't know, August. Ahoy, ahoy! This looks like a fun game. Added to the wishlist. Thank you. Oh right, I got warped. So I forgot. Last stream I added. And when it's the end of the day, you get warped back home. I totally forgot. Oh, and the dog came with me. So that was something I was worried about. I had it in the back of my mind. I'm like, what's gonna happen to the dog? Because the dog has some funky AI when you change scenes, and the dog actually came home naturally. That's amazing. Captain, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the wish list. Wishlist is, they always go so far. If anyone else feels like wishlisting, go for it. And if anyone else has something to share, please do. All right, so when you take a dog on a hike with you, sometimes there's these spots that, oh, it looks like he found one. He's digging up a spot, and he found a mushroom for us. Isn't that nice? So you always want to take your dog on a hike with you. A lot of games, they have shovels, so you can kind of shovel stuff yourself. Oh, he found another one. I didn't want to add shovels, and I didn't want to add nets, you know, to catch bugs, so I was like, what else can I do? So here we have these butterflies. I showed this off earlier, but now I have this camera system. So I have this little camera mini game where you can take photos, and that's kind of like your catching of stuff. Back to lurking, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the follow. What time is it? It's 8:37. All right, so usually I stream twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I usually only go until 9. Ooh, we have a crow here. So we got a picture of that tree, but I want to get a picture of this crow. Oh, and the beetle! Oh, I missed the beetle. It's alright, I can get this crow. We got a picture of the crow. Oh, and it's flying away. So if you get too close to some of these things, they fly away. So there's a lot of things to photograph. And these areas, they kind of grow over time all by themselves. Like, you don't have to, you know, they're not static. I don't actually place any of these decorations. They just kind of grow themselves. You should clean them up, though. So right now, these trees are spawning so many trees around them. I need to fix that. That's terrible. They should only spawn a couple. That's too many baby trees. Oh, and it's so laggy when I mow things down with a sword. So there's something very laggy about these collectibles, the coroutines that I run that make them do their animation. No bueno. No bueno when there's a lot of them. You can make normal and reinforced nets. Normal ones, you can get some bugs will bite through it, and the reinforced ones will not be bit through. Oh, I get it. I do like that idea. Oh wait, here's a bug. Let me get a picture of that guy. They're a little hidden, and they don't move around. I gotta make them move around. Oh, I already have a picture of a beetle. Oh, so yeah, I didn't want to add nets though, because every game does nets. I just wanted to be a little different. But I do like the idea of collecting, so that's why we got the photography system. All right, I'm gonna fix this bug where like 40 trees show up around these trees. I don't want so many trees showing up. And I know exactly what's happening. So the biome gets calculated every day, but if you never enter the zone, it does all the calculation the first time you enter. So as you saw, it's like day 30 something. And I don't think I've ever entered this scene in all this like dev time. So it calculated 30 days of biome growth in one shot, in one frame. And I do check for how many baby trees are next to us, and I'd say don't spawn anymore. But since it's all happening on one frame, it's not doing it correctly. Tales of Old, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, this little nav mesh hole, I don't know what it's doing here, but let's get rid of it. Let's make that. Perfect. Woot! Welcome in. Alright, man, that's it for me. Good luck. Gonna go to sleep. Have a good night, 99. It's always great to see you. What is this little hole? Why do I gotta hold it? Oh, I don't. That's just an intersection. Okay. So I need to refactor the biome growth calculation to basically happen one tick per frame instead of everything on one frame. 32 people. What on earth happened to this place? Nick, we got raided. Raiding is a beautiful part of Twitch where you share your viewers with other Twitch streamers, and someone was very kind to come join me today. And I appreciate people who stuck around, you know. We're kind of new here. We're not a very busy stream, but today we are. All right, so the biomes, we want the biome area script. I love fellow Unity streamers. Ooh, are you a Unity dev as well? Oh, are you a Unity streamer as well? Based on the use of the word fellow. This song is called Rainy Something, right? I'm listening to the same playlist while working. Oh no. Oh no, I don't have I knew that was gonna happen. I don't have the rights for that. One of my YouTube things, they ended, so I have the rights to listen to the Final Fantasy Lo-Fi mix we were listening to, but I do not have the rights to listen to Rainy Jazz Cafe. Thank you for saying something. So we're gonna head back to our usual quiet morning chill lo-fi. You're a new streamer? Nice, welcome in. I'm a new streamer too. What are you working on? What are you up to? All right, we're back to this. This is safe. This is a 10-hour safe thing to listen to. I'm gonna get muted, aren't I? It's gonna be like 20 minutes of mute. Whatever. It's okay. I contacted the copyright owner and they said it was cool. Trust me. Nice. Thank you. Card game called Cards of Wonder. Nice. I like these new card games that are all coming out. They're all so good. I feel like, yeah, it's a little bit of a trend, but it's such a good trend. Like the whole card game mechanics, they're just perfect. They work so well. If you have anything like any videos or screenshots you want to share, please do it. FB, welcome back. How are your Cheerios and your Tootsies? All right, so we want to calculate once per frame and not all on the same frame. So progress biome, it's right here. It's not an enumerator. Oh wait, no, it is. Wait a minute, I do. I wait. We gather the spawn map. We progress, and then we wait, and then we do it again. That's not the issue. What is the issue? Let's go to the... Maybe it's in trees. Maybe it's the tree spawner. Maybe I'm not actually checking for how many trees can be around us. That would be much better because it's a way easier thing to solve. You made it back in 2019 for Alexa, but I am making it with Unity now. Wait a minute, with Alexa, for Alexa, like the Amazon voice, so it's like a card game voice command thing? That sounds cool. Nice. Every time I'm in the car on a long road trip listening to a podcast, I always think to myself, why don't people make like, why don't people take like a MUD, like a text game, and turn that into like a game on like CarPlay? Is that too distracting? I think that's too distracting. But like everything's voice command anyway, everything's typing, so why can't you just turn that into, why can't a MUD just directly be a voice game? There's visuals too. How do you see them? Oh, because Alexas have screens, don't they? I have a Google, so I'm used to screenless. Let me just sketch down some more map at the traffic light. Yeah, no, it's got to be completely in your head. It can't. No, I think that would be too distracting. I think there would be many accidents from people playing the CarPlay MUD game. To play a game while you're driving. Yeah, but it's voice only. No, it's so distracting. Nobody make that, please. There are tons for Alexa. MUD is very popular for Alexa. Okay, that's. I did not even know that. So you probably can play it in the car if you just use your phone. I didn't even know you could. Yeah, I didn't even know you could make games for these voice systems. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Of course, it makes sense. All right, so I gotta tick through this in my head. I don't remember exactly. So we spawn branches around the tree. Where do we spawn seeds? So seeds. If a seed can spawn. We check for free spots. We look at every spot around. Oh, and we just do it willy-nilly. We don't even yeah, we don't even check for others. We need to see if there's others around us. So I basically want to see if there's other trees around us. If there's other baby trees around us, we don't want to spawn more baby trees. No more seeds. Why don't you play like a driving game, but like in real life? You mean like Rocket League? Should we play Rocket League? I want to play Rocket League on stream one day. Ugh. If anyone out there knows me, they know I love 3 things. One of them is Rocket League. AR glasses for street racing? Oh my god, that'd be horrific. You'll play with me, but you're bad? Yeah, we gotta play. I haven't played in a while, and my PlayStation, as I said earlier, is not hooked up at the moment, but once I move, it'll get hooked up again. I am okay. I am very middle of the road. There was a year where I took it very seriously, and I made it to, what did I make it to? Diamond? Diamond 2? I think I made it to Diamond 2 in 1v1. I'm not incredible. But now I'm just like a gold 3 or like a platinum 1. People are getting better. Sounds like a concept that would show up in Fast and Furious film. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, okay. If there's one, okay. So there's 3 things you got to know about me. 1, I love Rocket League. 2, I fucking love Fast and Furious. I'm the biggest Fast and Furious nut there is. You don't even understand. You don't understand. I absolutely love Fast and Furious. All right, so we need to make sure, we need to see if this is, all right, guys, I got 10 minutes left. Do you think I can finish this in the next 10 minutes? Because then I gotta go. I gotta start my day job. So I need to see if any of these potential spots are trees. So the spot map gets passed through. The spot map is a dictionary of positions and a biome spot. What's a biome spot? Biome spot is, it's a game object, and it's got the object itself and the entity. Okay. So we have access to what the object is, and we basically want to check if it's a tree, and we want to calculate how many trees there already are around us. So int total trees, total seedlings. So if it's a seedling, we want to add to it. If spot map potential spot does not equal null, that means we can grab the biome object, and the biome object, we can see if it's a tree, is biome tree. So if it's a tree, if it's any old tree, we want to see if it's a seedling. So we need to grab its growable script. So if, okay, so spot map dot potential spot dot biome entity. Oh, wait a minute. Do biome entities, do seedlings have their own custom biome entity? I think they do. Okay, so they have unique seedling entities, but I have like 5 of them because I have 5 different kinds of trees. Maybe I can put tags on these. Maybe a biome entity should have a tag. Complicatina. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a tag, and I'll just add to the list as time goes on. Entity tag. Biome entity tag. So one of them will be none. And we want seedling equals 100. What's the name? I have a name for like the middle growth of a tree. What did I call it? Okay, so I have infant, young, and prime. So we'll call this infant. Then young tree, prime tree. Okay, we got this. Ooh, what are you guys saying? The rest of us are average to slightly below average, but really good for average people. I love playing with you guys. I used to play far too much Rocket League. I think it's only, I think it's the only game I hit 1,000 hours on. Damn, yeah, I definitely hit that. I got my wife to watch Fast and Furious last year. Now she's also obsessed. Yes. So annoyed with the cliffhanger of the last one. Yeah. Even the new ones with the no physics mode. Are you talking about Rocket League or Fast and Furious? Because they both have a no physics mode. Real Life, Factorio, and PUBG are in the 500 plus hours record on Steam Club. Oh, Rocket League, Real Life. Rocket League, Factorio, and PUBG. I have not played Factorio. I hear great things. I have a friend who's obsessed with it. PUBG, I don't mess with. But Rocket League, oh my god, I have so much time put in on it. I like the original song to Rocket League. And the lights go on, and the lights go on. That beat's pretty good at Rocket League, but he hasn't played in so long. They're literally having contract disputes without a team. Stephen A. Smith actually went on a rant about FB recently. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the big bean of our Rocket League team. Fast and Furious, yeah. No physics mode. They never had a physics mode. Oh wait, create asset. This needs to be down here. Oops. Like, why are you so upset? Why can't I create a tag? All right, so now I have this tag system, and I don't know what else I'm gonna have. So maybe I'll just have like an insect. I don't know what I'll need, so I'll just keep it open-ended for now. And then I'll be able to, I'll just make it so you can add a bunch of tags. Biome, entity tag, entity tags. So now you can add these tags, and I'll just check. I'll just make all these infantries tags of infantry and just check for that. Perfect. So infantry. Yeah, I have 4 types of trees right now. Let's add entity tag. Conflict. Uh-oh. Why is there a conflict? Why? What does that even mean, conflict? Whoa. Why is the pine? What is this conflict? It lets me do this one. Together. It lets me do this one. And then when I select a 4th... Wait, now it's okay. That was weird. That was weird. I think that was Odin's serialized inspector being strange. Alright, so we're gonna add the infantry tag. And ooh, we got 4 minutes. We got 6 minutes actually. We gotta start picking out our next raid too. Let's see who's on. There are a few people on. Alright, I know what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna visit our buddy. Okay, so we just need to check for this tag. Count up how many there are. If biome entity tag contains. No, we can't do contains because it's not a list. All right, I'm gonna make it a list. Contains entity tag infantry. If it contains it, we want to add to the total seedlings. Ooh, why did I do open brackets there? Total seedlings plus. And then if total seedlings is greater than or equal to 2, continue. Great. Perfect. That should work. Dang, won't go live till another hour. Yeah, sorry, I gotta stop now and start the old day job. But man, do I appreciate you all hanging out. I'm gonna give you a follow, Tales of Old. Maybe I'll catch you later when I'm working. Let's all catch Tales of Old later when he's working. Or when we're working. Oh no, did I spell it wrong? The Tales of Old. Continue. Oh, I misspelled continue. Thank you. Thought I misspelled your shout out. I'm like, no. So I gotta make this a list. Oh my god. I love going down to the wire. Okay, so now it's a list. It's probably gonna unset. Can't believe you stream before work. I am not a morning person. I I would never used to be a morning person, but my dog just wakes me up at 5:50 in the freaking morning every morning. Oh, look. It kept it. That's crazy. No, it didn't. It didn't. Contains. I spelled contains wrong. It's gonna lose it. You stream during your lunch break? That's crazy. Same. Yeah, dog creates the routine. My dog wakes me up and I'm just up now and I don't start work for like 4 hours, so started streaming. Why the hell not? Can I actually give another shout out? Also, if you're not already following Nerkmind, I have to wait 26 seconds before another shout out. That's rough. Go follow Nerkmind. Click on his name. Follow Nerkmind as well. I see you working on that crazy multiplayer game. Ugh, solo dev working on multiplayer. You're crazy. Absolutely insane. A friend from the north. Alright, so I think this is going to work. I'm not even going to test it because it takes too long to test. We're just going to end the stream here. Listen, all you new people out there, holy crap, do I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate all the new follows. If I wake up to like more than 5 wish lists tomorrow, I'm going to cry. You're going to make me cry. You guys are the best. And I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday. Feel free to wish list the game if you haven't. What framework transport you're using? Oh, you're talking to Tales of Old. You guys talk multiplayer stuff. We're gonna raid Practical NPC. He's working on a precision platformer. It's always fun to watch. Sometimes I just stare at the trailer in the corner of his screen. It's so satisfying. It's kind of disturbing how satisfying it is. I really hope to see you guys soon. I'll be back on Tuesday at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Much love, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Tales of Old, Nerkmind, hooking up on the multiplayer platform chat. Kilted, thanks for hanging out. And yeah. Peace.